I'm going to come back to another league race. This time we're with DNS. This time we are in Bahrain for the Bahrain Grand Prix. Obviously the weather is going to be simple enough. If it's anything other than dry, I'll be surprised, but yeah, here you go. So using, what did I decide to go with here? I went with 2.9 wing. I think I would shift it down to 1 then for the super soft run. 8 ballast. 8 ballast can work around here, so just taking time to set, make sure you get it right. Obviously the tire temperature now is a bit, I mean, you can jack it up a good bit, and there isn't really a ton of consequence. I just take it down just a bit. I want to err on the side of caution, just in case anything went wrong. But look, here we go. We're end of qualifying. Sorry, the medium run is when I had the 2 wings. I think I may have changed it to 1 for the soft run. So anyways, here we go, then down the main straight. I'm going to set a lap time of a 26.8, which actually wasn't too bad. I was happy enough with that lap, but I ended up just behind Darkbolt in second. I think it ended up becoming 3rd and 4th. So it was close. I was a par of that lap. I'm not sure where I lost a bit of time, and I'm thinking that if I'd hooked that up just a bit better. Oh, there was a lack of transition. If I hooked it up just a little bit better, I could have maybe got bull. But there you go. We're going to start 4th. Scuba the only one in the top 5 on the super softs. That was an interesting choice. I want to blaze it for pole position. But we'll see how that works out for him in the race. So yeah, I didn't want to do any part of the supers. You can do set mediums from us after set supers, but I don't like that. It's just a bit too risky for me. So start on the softs. You can see that I did do 1.9 wing for the softs. Okay, so that's good. Just kind of make sure you get rid of those supers. No, it'll do no good for you. We're not doing the 2-stop either. For damn sure, we're gonna get lap 12 or so on these tires. So see how we get on. In terms of expectations heading into this one, I wasn't really sure what to do or to expect rather in terms of result. But look, just drive until checker flag drops and see what happens after that. So then, here we go then, 4th place, long run down to turn 1, lots of opportunities and possibilities. 5 red lights, and away we go. Not a bad start at all. Mac gets a pretty poor start, bowls me right alongside him, and I'm thinking, what do I do here? So I'm just going to tuck in, and there's a little bit of actually a little desync there with Matt, because you're going to see the warning come up. Get contact with Matt, so that was great. Dan Martin in contact with myself down the inside, but no harm done, and we're a little bit behind, but we're trying to just go defensive heading up towards turn 4 just in case, and then I'm going to hold it, I'm going to keep it. So moving on with this first lap, Bolt Matt is still all as we started, basically in the top 4. And then towards the slow section of the track. So just using this opportunity just to save ERS, save a bit of fuel, not really run too much. And then when the fuel we get settled in, spread out a bit, we can use the opportunity then to kind of just get into the flow of it. I need to put into rich and overtake, so I don't want to fall too far behind. I want to try and use some of these to my advantage. So kind of mix and matching with that, kind of to the corners, not as much using some of my fuel in the ERS, but kind of I don't want to fall too far behind, because the guys in front could be doing the same thing, or could be doing rich and overtake. So I don't want to lose an advantage in that sense. I want to try and keep within DRS these first few laps. That's always the aim, really. If you're behind, you want to try and keep to the car in front of you. Don't really drop out. You want to be the attacker rather than being attacked. So end of lap 1, holding station. I don't know why I left this all in, because nothing really happened, but there you go. We're going to move on then into second lap and see what we can do. Head on to lap 4. Is it lap 4? Yes, lap 4. We're still within DRS of Bolt in the front. These goes defensive because overtake and DRS is very, very powerful here. So he's going to go defensive. I was a little bit too far back anyways, but you can see how much I made up in that time. So DRS is definitely going to be a useful weapon for us here today. See what we can do. We kind of pulled away from Dan Mars a bit in 5th, but to be honest, this is a track where it kind of yo-yos with DRS. If you don't clear it, there's a good chance you're going to be still in it. It'll go back and forth, like it really will. So lap 5, I'm a bit closer this time to Bolt. He hasn't really gone defensive as much as last time, and get a good run slipstream. Go pull over to the right hand side, heavy braking towards turn 1, try and make the corner. He's going to have a good run heading up towards turn 4. And then turn 2, then turn 3, and again I had to keep with the. It's actually another DRS zone we added here in the real life. Bahrain Grand Prix F1 2019, so that's going to be interesting. But he wasn't close enough to make a run heading up towards the hill on that occasion. But again, I can't pull away, and this fighting is not good. I'm pulling the right. I'm trying to defend it. Do I successfully defend it? I think I actually do. I cook myself a little bit into that one, kind of miss the apex, a bit left in the room on exit to kind of try and make up. And we're still going to be heading up the hill, and he's got a good gap to Dan Morris behind as well. But he's going to squeeze himself through. I leave him the space, and he's put himself there. I left him the space then. I didn't clear enough of it beforehand, and still going to be side by side. But I firmly thought this was my corner. I'm on the racing line here. I'm going to swoop in. That's my corner. So just use that, and then stuck in front. But you can see kind of that this time round he's much closer as Scuba or Matt. Is that Matt diving into the pits? No, it's Scuba diving in the pits, that's what it is. But Bull's going to get by here. I didn't reach, you see his standards medium. I didn't really try and fight it because I want to try and save a little bit of ERS if I could, and this is not that wasn't a battle I could win on that occasion. So I'm a bit too far behind heading up this hill towards turn 4 to kind of get back at him. So just trying to save a little bit of ERS. Dan Morris is catching up, and that's a problem. His kind of battling has not helped either of us. And now lap 8, Dan is close, but Darpo gets himself on the grass here, goes defensive. I squeezed through really brave stuff. I have to say, I would like to say I shot a breakthrough there, but it was close. Like, I have to say, I was like, I'm going through that gap, and you have to leave it. But that's placing full trust in the driver that they're not going to squeeze you. So you know, Bull had to trust Bolt there to leave me enough space there, because that was a tight gap. Any further and I'm being squeezed into a wall with disastrous consequences. Lap 10 heading on to lap 11. His fighting has not helped, and I'm 72% on the tyres, so Bolt's going to get by here, and there's nothing I can really do about it. Again, I try and flick into the lower mixtures to try and save something, and could leave my car in there, and I actually end up cutting the corner a bit, but again, Dan Morris pitted this by this stage as well. He's in the pits now, so it's an important part of the race for both of us, for me and Bolt, and being held up here is not what I need at this stage of the race, with Dan being so close. But anyways, end of the lap, we do pit. I think our tyres are close to 80%, so the original strategy was to go to 12, so that you can see how disastrous that would have ended up. Let's see then how he gets on. Obviously mediums then to the end of this one. Nice long stint, get rid of those knackered soft tyres. And obviously Bolt will be ahead there, so Scuba will go by. He's obviously pitted onto mediums, so try and go to the end. Matt will obviously go by. A couple of other people who haven't pitted will also go by. We see that Mercedes on the main straight. Dan Morris and Lonely Boy's there too. Lonely Boy's on the other jump from me, but Dan Morris is right there. I try and leave his brake and lay as I can to the corner to try and stick with it. Leave Dan a space on the inside. Heading up the hill then, side by side. I'm trying to drift to the right hand side just a bit to kind of deter him from going through that gap on the inside. I cook it, and that's going to allow Dan through. So that's a tough one. He's got his mediums up to temperature in many ways. I'm trying to get mine up to temperature, and so he goes through there. I'm going to stick with this one for this lap 12, because a big moment happens in this race here. You can see how cold the tyres are there. They're not nice to drive. So Bolt, this is not good, because Bolt has managed to that little bit of a gap has meant a huge amount of difference, because Bolt is now ahead of both of these cars, and that's a big moment in this race in terms of my battle with Bolt, because he was, again, we were right there with each other after 12 laps. We were right there, 11 laps, but Dan here is going to connect with Lonely Boy, he's gone 12 lap old softs. They're absolutely knackered. Mine were bad. Can't imagine what his were like then, and he's just really struggling. That Dan Morris just wasn't expecting the difference in speed, I don't think, and he ran into the back and damaged his front wings. That's a move on Dan Morris then by ways of that, and yeah, that's unfortunate. But yeah, you can see he was really struggling, and the softs again, mine were knackered by then, by end of lap 11. I can't imagine what his was like. Anyways, he's going to pull in then to the pits, and we can continue on the way. But we've lost a good bit of time then to Bolt. You can see he's a 5 where is he? He's 2.3 seconds off the road, so we've lost a good bit of time. Lap 15 then. This second part of the race was actually very quiet in the end, because Dan Morris, that battle kind of ended because of his wing damage. He decided to limp on with it. Bolt, I don't know what the issue is. Like, for some reason, as Scuba comes into the pits, he decided he couldn't make it to the end on those mediums. He's going to put on a set of supers or softs. I think it's softs he puts on. So for whatever reason, for me, it's one stint of the race I can't. I don't know. Like the second stint of the race, I couldn't keep up. Like I was right there with Bolt for the first part of the stint, like right there with him for 12 laps, and then we pit for these mediums, and then for whatever reason, I just can't. I don't know. I'm just slower. Like I'm just slower than in the second stint. So I'm not sure what happened, but anyways, we're lap 23. Kind of a lot of time has gone on. We've dropped 5 seconds back of Bolt. Scuba 10 seconds behind. He's obviously much quicker, but on the tyres, but is too far back to kind of make really any impressions on me. So lap 28, I actually did my fastest lap of the race on this lap. So I was happy with how I was driving, but I'm just falling back of Bolt like 7.9 seconds now as well. So yeah, I mean, not a whole lot to say really about it. After that, like I just lost a lot of time in that second stint, and that's a shame because I think I could have been right there. Again, if the pace in the first stint was any suggestion, I could have been right there. But anyways, lap 29, going to finish P3. So again, making up some time. I say making up places again from where I started. Obviously, Baku made up places there. Silverstone obviously made up a lot of places there on my starting position. So as long as I'm doing that, I'm kind of happy with how I'm racing. Matt wins the race again, so well done to Matt. 3 in the bounce, and yeah, he's looking pretty good. So Bolt picks up a well-deserved second place, so well done to him. And I'm going to finish in third place, so I can't complain. I would have expected to finish behind likes of Scuba, so to finish ahead of him, it was good. Obviously, made the error in qualifying, choosing the supers, and asked too much of his medium. So 9 seconds of finish behind Bolt in the end. So yeah, I mean, there you go. Not a whole lot else to say really about this race. The kind of dull second half. Shame I couldn't really keep up with Bolt. Shame Dan dropped out with the damage, but yeah, what can I say apart from that? Not a ton. Not a ton. I was listening to a bit of the live chat that was going on from the time. So because there's nothing really else to say. I mean. Did I pick up a penalty in this race? I think I may have picked up a penalty, and if I did, that was really poor on my part, on my behalf. Obviously, I cut turn 2 there during a battle with someone, but did I end up getting the penalty? I would hope not. This race happened almost a week ago at this stage. No, I didn't. Okay, I mean that may have been my only warning, but I thought I'll pick up a second warning as well at some point. But anyways, yeah, decent result, but 17 seconds behind Matt is not where I want to be, and neither is 9 seconds or so behind Bolt. So that's stuff to work on. But next up is Brazil, I believe. That's going to be a good track. We had a really good race there last time, so hopefully something similar tonight. And yeah, see how it works out. So until next time. Mid-30s, well, I was doing basically.
2 struggle trees. So